Hey, I'm Aspen.
And I'm Calliope,
Welcome back to Afterparty.
the show where we talk about the world of Whimsy.
This is our 5th episode in the series.
Isn't it our 4th?
Sure.
Anyways, today we're here to talk about the creepiest
To our knowledge.
aspect of Whimsy. Even worse than the playground. Bet you thought that was impossible.
Phew, this is a rough one, folks. Honestly, part of me just wants to say fuck it all, bolt from the studio and change my name, but at the same time,
It's scary.
gotta protect little Cal here, you know. They couldn't finish a sentence without me here. They didn't even suggest any ridiculous fake names.
You're just as scared as I am.
So, where would be the easiest place to start?
Let's see. No, definitely not that page. Maybe this page? No. Nope, not that one.
Great. Cal can't think of anything, apparently, so I'll start. You know how I always talk about hating Whimsy?
It's not like you talk about it every day or anything.
Cal makes fun of me for hating Whimsy because it's all sweet dreams and happy times. Here's the thing about dreams, they're not all happy.
Well, of course. Nightmares are a thing.
Exactly. Maybe a nightmare is the best way to describe the thing that we're talking about today.
Are you gonna make me say it? I thought you were the cool, stoic one who'd meet fear and say, "Can I take a rain check on that?"
Hey, it's just that I don't know what to call it. It's not like it really has a name. I guess you could call it the Whimsy monster?
Monster doesn't really capture it.
Normally I would say that Cal is being dramatic, but to be honest, they're right here. It's not a monster because it can.
Yes, I got it. It's the momster.
What?
Monster! Look, I have it written down right here.
Pretty sure that says monster, but your cursive is so bad it could go any which way. Let's just call it Dave.
Momster's kinda cute, though.
Dave?
Dave. Jokes aside, it really is strange. It was accidentally created by someone named Dot.
Dot still lives in Whimsy, but no one sees them anymore.
After the monster, they kind of got stuck here.
By they mean that Dot got mauled by the monster.
Yeesh. Mauled is such a gruesome word.
It's an honest one. Dot got mauled, and that changed them to be blunt.
Changed them how?
That is not important or easy to explain. Let's start with the Dave itself.
Itself or himself?
It's an it.
Oh, so you've asked.
It's not sentient.
I hope not.
Anyways, like any good nightmare manifested, it turns into your worst fears and tries to scare dreamers awake. If it can't, it'll get rid of you the other way.
I don't think they know what that means, Aspen.
Well, like our poor friend Dot, it will maul you to death if you don't wake up, or truly can't, like us figments.
It's really scary.
Yeah, I don't even think I can stand it. Talking about it like we are can honestly be dangerous in itself, but we'll get to that. What I said before doesn't quite cover it. The monster turns itself into your worst fear, but it's more than that.
Well, for example, when you first see it, it's something small, like a spider, which is cute and fuzzy, so I don't know why people are scared of it. But anyways, if you are scared of spiders, you'll get this little jump of anxiety, right? And the monster feeds off of that, and it allows it to turn itself into something bigger and scarier.
Like a mime!
Why don't they talk? They just look. It's so weird. But yes. Like a mime. And a lot of people don't realize what's happening, so they're super freaked out. I mean, they just saw a spider twist and grow its body into a mime. And that fear lets it get more powerful.
The cycle continues as you get more and more scared, letting it grow more powerful, creating a night terror for the dreamers and living hell for people in Whimsy who aren't dreaming.
Like us.
Almost every figment in Whimsy has encountered the Dave at least once, and we all know how to stay away from it. Even worrying about it is dangerous, though. Like Cal said, it's empowered by fear, and also seems to sense fear, especially fear of it specifically. No one actually knows what its true form is. I think the only person who would know is probably Dot.
Being really stupid right now, talking about it like this.
Don't be silly, Cal. There's a reason I said it can be dangerous. We're an Afterglow, and it's Whimsy. Strictly Whimsy, I think.
Did you still research it in your library?
Yes, but that's my own personal Death Witch, which you don't have to worry about.
But it attacked Dot and Afterglow. If it came here before, it could probably come here again.
It attacked Dot in the middle of the woods of Afterglow by the lake, which we'll get into later, how that ties into all of this. And hey, if you're really worried about my research, I do it only in small increments. Believe me, even I don't want to provoke this thing. Mauling would be an awful way to go. Let's just hope that its trapeze here into Afterglow is a one-time thing. If it came here, I don't know what I would do. After my encounter with it in Whimsy, I didn't leave the library for a week. It has lasting effects on figments. I mean, I can only leave Whimsy for so long before having to come back and... I don't know. Don't you think it seems kind of fucked, not being safe in what's supposed to be your home?
Here. Come here.
Calliope, no, you don't need to hug me! I'm fine, stop, get off of me!
Hey. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad too, Pipsqueak, now get your grubby hands off me!
My hands are grubby? You're gonna call my hands grubby?
Yes, you freak!
Okay, come here, come back to hey! So, while Aspen is right,
As always.
we know to avoid the monster and what it is. But the dreamers don't. Its favorite snack is dreamers in reduced states, like as animals, where they don't have their people brains. Sometimes in dreams, people come out as their inner selves. I know dreamers who appear as deer, which make it go wild.
Wait, Cal, do you remember my interview with Marina?
Yeah. Kinda. What about it?
Well, I couldn't really say anything to her then, but she described herself looking like a deer and having this monster attack her and chase her.
Interesting. We should interview her again sometime. It's good that she was able to wake up. Well, occasionally, in a particularly bad encounter with the monster, the dreamer just won't wake up, and the monster gets angry. It goes from spooking the dreamer to straight up attacking them, and the dreamer won't know what to do. So we have to come in and help.
You mean you have to come in and help? If figments are nearby, you better hope they're softies like Cal instead of rational people like me. I don't care if it's life or death, I'm not getting near that thing. Same with Dot, although Dot never helps anyone.
I heard that they helped a girl a while back, though. Didn't they? Well, I can't remember her name, but I think it was an... Oh...
Unimportant! The point is, Dot doesn't like any of us, even though stuck in Whimsy with them. Even I have the good sense to not starve myself socially, but to each their own. Cal, I just realized that we never explained who Dot is. Wanna take it away?
Hang on. Here we go. Let's see. They showed up about 20 years ago in the 2000s. They're about 17 physically, and we think also mentally? At least, we've little reason to believe otherwise. And they have the power to control Whimsy.
Is that it?
Yep.
Fuck, who wrote this?
These are your notes!
Excuse me? Damn, I could have sworn. Anyways, Dot is different from the other figments. They have control over Whimsy to a degree no one else does.
Do we actually know why?
To my knowledge, it's because they're a descent of the third.
How have we talked about the third?
Nope. I don't think so. I don't think we've talked about any of the originals.
Alright, quick tangent then. Take notes, little shits. This is prime pop quiz material.
And also potentially forbidden knowledge.
Basically, what I've been able to find through hidden records, possibly seducing a pretty librarian aide, and a concerning amount of bribery, is that on May 28th, 1900, there was a total solar eclipse. During the eclipse, there were these 3 teens on the island in the middle of the lake, who are now referred to as the first, the second, and the third, or just the originals to keep it short. Something happened while they were on the island, but not even my bribes could get me the information on exactly what went down.
We love a celestial event.
After that, things started to get really weird. The event resulted in the lake and the island in the middle of it becoming a link to Whimsy, and a source of magic in general. I'm not a biologist, or geologist, or whimsyologist, or whatever, but according to what I've read, the island would literally give people magical powers by changing their DNA. But we don't really have time to dig into all of that today, even though Calliope finally made the nerds their cookies.
Chocolate chips with raisins. Oh, but even cookies have their limits.
So for now, all you need to know is that the 3 of them ended up burning the bridge across the lake somehow, the one that connected the island to the mainland, and the second ended up, dying. And through some more digging, it sounds like the original's descendants still carry that magic from the island.
Along with anyone else who got exposed to the magic before the island was sealed off. Oh, to an extent. That's why we're here.
Yeah, basically. Dot, for example, is a descendant of the third. Now, his info was right there in the records, but there's no more information about the second or her ancestors than what's already been said. But I might be piecing something together soon.
Whoa, can I help?
Sure, you can color code my notes! On the bright side, we know more about the first. She actually has a descendant still in Afterglow, and it looks like they go to the local high school. I tried to interview them for the first episode, but they shrugged me off. Looks like they mostly kept to themselves, although I might have asked the wrong person. The second person I asked also shrugged me off, but at least they responded. That was really long. Sorry for the incomplete ramble, you guys. I'll make a note for a full episode on the originals later. Maybe. Once I have something more to show for it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Right, anyways.
Dot doesn't like the other figments. Oh, maybe it's because they think they don't really fit in, being from the third and all, but I don't understand. We try to be friendly.
It's because you scare off everyone within a 50-mile radius with your shenanigans.
You don't even try to be mean anymore, do you?
Whatever. Anyways, I heard that Dot just wants to keep Whimsy to themselves.
But the best part of Whimsy is getting to share the magic and play with friends.
Yeah, sure. Apparently, Dot got fed up with the little shits wandering around, and this anger and fear made a gatekeeper of sorts. Our monster, Dave. That's just a rumor. If that is true, clearly they didn't think it through, though, because it not only mauled them to death in Afterglow, but now lingers around making everyone's lives harder. Dreamers and whims alike.
I feel bad for Dot. It sounds like they were lonely and didn't know how to deal with it.
We aren't here to psychoanalyze them. Dot can deal with their own shit however they want. Hashtag team avoidance and deniability.
Then come on!
I will not be counseled on air again.
We will be talking about this later.
Approximately 3 months after the official creation of the monster, Dot showed up in Whimsy again. This time was different. When Dave mauled Dot to death and they died. They got stuck. No one really knows since Dot never said a word about it, but it seems like they're trapped in Whimsy. They kind of hang out at the lake on the edges of Whimsy, and they make stuff there with their freaky Whimsy powers. I don't know, they're pretty elusive.
All this depressing stuff is bumming me out. Can we have an exciting conversation again?
Okay, I once ate 45 key lime pies in one sitting.
Aspen! That can't be good for your health.
Hal, I am literally a figment of Whimsy's imagination, hence the name Big Mint. I don't have a health. I could eat this microphone and 45 more pies and be fine.
I don't think that's how it works. How did you even get that many pies?
I won them at the carnival.
What kind of game at the carnival has... Oh, my stars! Aspen! We forgot to talk about the carnival.
Calliope, we talked about the carnival. You're just trying to make the episode longer. Just admit that the episode is over and the library's closing. Besides, the carnival's a trap.
You think everything is a trap.
Because it is! Whimsy is one whole elaborate trap! I swear I'll find out what's happening!
I am so sorry, folks. That's all the time we have for today.
I was just about to say that!
We'll see you next time on Afterparty.
Stop censoring me, Cal!
HB voices Aspen.
Jenine, Florence, Jacinto voices Calliope. This episode was written by Liz, Alex, Ella, Zell. Music by Alex. Editing by Charlie. You can follow the Afterglow universe and our other projects at the Town of Afterglow on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much for listening.